Welcome back, Chipola Nation. This is Coach Mitch Rolls, head women's basketball coach here at Chipola College. Today we have a special guest, Kanaja Daniel from Carrollton, Georgia, one of our sophomore players on the team, one of our leaders. Kanaja, how are we doing today? Nice to see you.
Doing good.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Real quick, introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from. Tell us a little bit about your family, and then maybe a little bit about your high school playing career.
I'm Kanaja Daniel. I'm a sophomore. I came from Carrollton, Georgia. I went to Carrollton High School. I'm the youngest of 3 siblings. My high school career, my sophomore year was the best. We made it to state. We didn't win, but we made it. I didn't play my senior year due to injuries. And yeah.
So of the 3 kids, you said you're the youngest. You got older brothers, older sisters. What do you got there?
I got 2 older sisters and an older brother.
Okay, so you get beat up a little bit as a kid.
Sometimes.
Good. So it made you tough. Well, we know one thing. You come from a great family. I feel like every game we go that's on the road, we've seen your mom, somebody from the family at most of the games. So the family does travel well. And has a great family structure. So we're happy about that. Now, first question I'm going to ask. And it was a quick process this summer. You were at Georgia Southern last year. Decided to get in the portal. And then hopped right into the recruiting process like you were as a senior. But what made you choose Chipola? What was that final deciding factor for you when it was time to make that decision to choose Chipola?
I knew I wanted to go JUCO just to get some film out there, and I have heard about Chipola, a great program. My coach was telling me about it. My high school coach, he talked to me about it. One of my former teammates had graduated from here last year, so I just heard it was a good program. Heard the coaches coming in was good.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Well, now since being here, you've been here. You were here this summer. Came in early in June. Took a couple classes, worked out with the team. Now you've been here almost a full semester. If you had to pick a favorite part about Chipola, or anything that's kind of surprised you, that you didn't expect initially. What's your favorite part?
The support system, how many people come out, support. Boosters, great. You can see them on the road here. They just come out and they support. They love the sports.
Yeah, we do. We've had a lot of help. I think we have about 10 to 15 pounds of oranges sitting in the locker room, from boosters bringing in stuff, making sure you guys are fed, checking on us around the holidays. We got fed on the day before Thanksgiving, by a booster, and then the day of Thanksgiving. So, we've had a lot of love and a lot of support, making sure you guys are fed, taken care of. You're not from too far away, but some of the other girls, like Makala Brown from Canada, a couple girls from up north, the community really makes sure that you guys are taken care of, and I think that's really special. Now, the other question is, your favorite teacher so far at Chipola?
Professor Givens.
Professor Givens, okay.
Yes.
And what about him makes him so special?
He's a good teacher. He do well at working with us, help us out. He's just been a great teacher overall.
Yeah.
Ask questions about the sports.
I'll say he's probably at the top of my list too. He's one of the first teachers to call my cell phone. Got an unknown number calling me one day, probably mid-afternoon, and it was him calling. Hey, I'm expressing some concern about not you specifically, but about another teammate. Like, hey, she's not doing too great the last few weeks. Just trying to check on her, and the fact that he cares. It wasn't a hey, I'm calling you to let you know this kid's a bad kid. It was more to the effect of, I think she might be going down a bad road. If we can stop it before it happens, let's try to do that. So I think Professor Givens is a great pick there. And then moving into our season, we had a tough game the other night on the road back close to home for you against Central Georgia Tech. Took us down to the wire. We only won by about 10 points. I think we pulled away there late, but very competitive game, very scrappy team. We did win that game, which pushed us to 9-0. So when the polls came out on Monday, they had moved us up from 17 to 13, which we're happy about. A couple of other teams lost in front of us. We've continued to win the way we've needed to, but we've had some really tough games on the road. We've played really well at home so far. But what's your thoughts? Like, as far as this season, again, 9-0 and those types of things, but just from a standpoint of being with the team every day, knowing what we do well, knowing what we do, great. What's your thoughts on the season this year?
I'm glad to be 9-0.
Yeah.
But I just think, we're a good team, great players. Just got to put it together and play hard all the time. Sometimes we tend to play like our opponents because we already beat them. So if we just keep playing hard, no matter who we play, I think we'll be good.
That's a great point. We've played Daytona twice. We've played Central Georgia Tech twice. A couple teams we scrimmaged and played during the regular season. So, I think that's been a good test for us and something for you guys mentally to know, because when we get into Panhandle play, you're playing everybody 3 times no matter what, and then possibly a 4th time in the state tournament. So, seeing those familiar faces, playing against teams that get the chance to scout you and, remember what you did the first time, it makes it difficult. But I'm glad we're getting those early tests out of the way now. Now, my other question for you is going to be, what's your specific goals for the team? I know a JUCO route is new for you, but what's your specific goals?
My specific goal is to get the most charges on the team. Me and Makala, we be competing for who can get the most charges, going back and forth. So I'm hoping to beat her.
And I'm keeping track. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think you both are in the 6 to 8 range so far. So, 8 games in, 9 games in, excuse me. Both of you guys, I think we're sitting at 14, 15 turnovers charges between the two of you. So that's really good and love to see that. Now, as far as the team goes, I know we have a good talented group. We've been banged up with injuries. You specifically right now with your crutches over here to the side. But what is the goals for our team specifically?
To win it all, to win the tournament, go to nationals, and just to win.
And you think if we just play hard and rebound and those types of things, we'll be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you might have to make a few shots too. Okay. Speaking of shots, I want to give somebody their flowers while they're sitting here. One of the best players in the country. Let's just go ahead and say it, call it like it is. She's averaging 18 points per game, shooting nearly 40% from 3. And then you add in the fact 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 steals, 3 assists. I don't know if you knew this, but you're actually top 25 in the country in scoring right now. So, I just want to make sure, the fans out there know, the type of talent we have, the type of leader that you are, not only just in your stats, but the fact that, you can take over a room with your personality and the way the kids respond to you. So, I think as the season goes, our team success is going to be very reliant on your success. So, I think if we keep the right mindset, you bring some people along with you, we're going to have a great season. Now, we're going to do a quick little rapid fire questions for you. Okay, I'm excited to hear these answers because it's going to tell you a lot about her character, the type of person she is, okay, and the brain that we got working in there. So, first question, WNBA greatest player of all time. Maya Moore. Okay. That's a safe bet. Now, what's your reasons? Okay, go ahead.
She do it all. Like she go hard all the time. It's my favorite player to watch growing up. That's who really got me into basketball.
And a big time scorer too.
Yeah.
Big time scorer. So now, do you see similarities in your game to hers?
Trying.
Well, shooting the basketball for sure, and then being able to do a little bit of everything. I think you got a little bit of work to go, but definitely some similarities. Okay, now this one I want to know just for my personal thoughts here. The teammate with the cleanest dorm room.
Ooh, Money.
Amani?
Money.
Okay, I kind of expected that. Is there a close second? Is there anybody in the running for beating Monty there?
Jada.
Okay. So the two roommates.
The roommates.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's both of them are doing it and it's bleeding through to the other one. Okay, nice. Now, here's another one. I think I know the answer, or at least I have an idea. The funniest teammate on the team.
Tyra.
I was thinking you were going to say Trinity, possibly.
No. Tyra.
Okay.
Tyra's funny. Okay. Tyra's hilarious.
And there's no close second there.
No.
Okay. Well, Tyra's definitely fun.
I'm second.
She keeps practice very lighthearted. Definitely enjoy her in film, and especially when we go out to eat. So, good answer there. Now, another one here. Now, for you personally, academically, would you rather study in your room alone, or do you like the current situation of study hall every morning, in a group, in an ACE lab, or in a tutoring center? You personally, what's your favorite way to study?
Study hall.
Study hall?
Yeah, I feel like I'm being watched, so it makes me have to do something.
That extra accountability. Okay, good. We'll make sure you stay in there no matter what your grades are then, which are doing well, correct?
Yes.
We're sitting where we need to be before finals.
Yes.
Okay, good, because we're getting close. So now here's the last question I have for you, rapid fire. Your favorite college women's basketball player right now. So not somebody that's, played before, but today.
Juju Watkins.
Okay, so you just like all the scorers.
they do everything.
Well, she had 9 threes last night.
Yeah,
She went
I
9
seen
for
that.
11 from 3.
40
So
points.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
seen that. That's more than
that's
Robo.
another safe bet. Is there anybody else, any other college women's basketball player you really like? Not even Hannah Hidalgo or
I mean, yeah, she plays hard, but I don't.
yeah. Or Jada for UCLA.
I like players that I can see myself
Right.
in. You see,
Right, the combo guard, getting shots
yeah.
up, defending, 3-and-D type player. Well, you definitely got it there. So, no, that's perfect. Just wanted to get those questions out of the way, and then just kind of, let everybody know, we have had a good season, and then statistically, as a team, I mentioned her stats, but then our team stats, I'm really proud of the fact that, we've led the country in a lot of categories, and it's categories that I think are going to relate to winning. So, right now we are first in the country in free throws made, first in the country in free throw attempts, which, usually dictates the fact if you're going to win or not. We're second in the country in defensive rebounds, total rebounds, and then the rebound margin between us and other teams. So, first and second in those two categories, as long as we can continue that trend and do that against other teams, I think it's going to give us a great chance for success and make things easy for you guys on the offensive end. We're also fourth in the country in points per game and offensive rebounds. So, that means we're pushing good tempo. I love the offensive rebounding side of it, getting those extra possessions. So if you happen to do miss, drop your phone. Yeah. But if you happen to do miss, a couple shots throughout the day, we got Serena, we've got Jalen, we've got Matea, Trinity, those types of girls in there getting a bunch of offensive rebounds. So very happy about that. We're top 10 in 8 different categories. We're top 25 in the country in 16 different statistical categories. So very proud of that. And I'm also proud of the fact you guys have fought through a lot of adversity. We've had injuries. We've had, people that have had to miss for funerals. We've had all types of stuff that is kind of taken away from the overall team's ability to focus on what we're doing. And you guys have done a great job. We've won the tough games. We've won the close games. And we've blown people out as well. So very proud of you guys. But our next home game, we play tomorrow. We have a really good team that we played the first game of the year that gave us a good run. Playing Bishop State here at home tomorrow at 6 p.m. Your thoughts on Bishop State? I know you played a good game the first time against them, but just your thoughts on, what they do well, what we're going to have to do to win tomorrow.
They play really hard. They good on the offensive glass, so we gotta make sure to box out, and just stay solid and play defense without fouling.
Yep. And I think if we can push pace a little bit and get out and run, hopefully we can keep them from setting up that 2-3 trapping zone that they run, because the more we can keep them on their heels, the better for us. Yeah, but that's going to be our next home game. I don't think we play again until the 14th at home. We'll be on the road on the 9th. Which I believe is next Monday. So we'll be on the road for the next one. But hopefully on the 14th, we can get everybody out there, and hopefully tomorrow, everybody as well. We'll have a couple and other games after that at home. So to keep us home for a little while. We've been on the road quite a bit. I'm glad to have a little stint here at home. So, I appreciate everybody tuning in again. Again, this is Coach Mitch Rose. This is Kanaja Daniel. Thank you for coming. All right.